This is keyboard tutorial number 2 for applets. So in this tutorial, we will learn how to move an object when the arrow key is pressed. So remember, you can paint a shape or an image on your screen in Java applets in the paint section using variables. So in this case, if you look at these two lines of code, I've given you an example of an oval and an image. So with the image, you can place the image on your screen using integer variables. So in this case, frog x and frog y are integer variables, and I can set them in the init method and change them through the program, and it'll move my frog around based on the content of those two integers. To move an image or a shape on your screen, basically you will need to change the x and y coordinates. So in this case, if I want to move an image to the right or to the left, I will either increase or decrease the x coordinate. Similarly, to move an image or an object up or down on my screen, I increase or decrease the y coordinate. So in this case, to move up, I need to decrease the y coordinate. So we're going to look at some code. What I need you to do is download the keyboard to Java Applet, compile it, and run it. With this applet, it will move a circle on your screen using the arrow keys. So we're going to examine some code. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is add this implements key listener. So this piece of code tells Java that you are using the keyboard. I'm going to create two variables, redx and red-y. These two integer variables will be used to paint the image or the shape on my screen. In the init section, I set my background color to blue. I add the key listener, which tells Java that I'm using the keyboard, and I set my redx to 200 and my red-y to 200. So at the start of my application, my red circle will be at position x200 and y200. Okay, next, I've key typed and key pressed. Both these sections are empty, do nothing because I will not be using them. I still need to have them in my applet. I still need to code them in my applet. I'm going to use the key released, which means when the user presses and releases the key, this section of code gets run. So the first thing that I do in this section is I get the integer or the key code that the user has clicked on. So this determines which key the user has used. And then I use an if statement. So I check if the key was number 38. So number 38 is the up arrow key. So if the user has clicked the up arrow key, which is number 38, I decrease the y coordinate. Decreasing the y coordinate will move my shape up on my screen. Then, if the user has clicked key 37, and key 37 is the left arrow key, you can use the tutorial number 1 to determine which key the user has clicked. So you can use tutorial number 1, you can run it a number of times and determine what integer variable each key is assigned to. I know by running that first tutorial that 38 is the up key and the left key is 37. Later, you will add your own code to this applet to move your shape down and to the right. I then call the paint method and the consume method. The paint method will take this information and paint my shape on the screen. Okay, so in the paint method, what I'm doing is painting a large rectangle, a large yellow rectangle, and then I grab the red color pen and draw my red circle at position red x and red y, and the diameter of my circle is 60. So this will paint the red circle on my screen. The key released method is constantly running in the background, and it will check what the user is doing. As soon as the user clicks the key, this section will get run. So this is what your applet is going to look like. Remember, to activate your applet, you need to use your mouse to click anywhere on this applet screen, and then you can try it using the keys. So you will add additional code to make your circle move down and to the right and to the left.